Right, hello and welcome to the EPROM 9. Quick rant here, well, sort of ranty type thing. Once again, user interface. Still absolutely loathing this thing, although that sort of, but this is the main address of Syndicate. And I shall show you why. We have one genuine channel, auto-generated, proper channel, auto-generated, 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 that's a proper channel, auto-generated, auto-generated, auto-generated. So out of 10 of so-called subscription, only 3 are actual proper channels. How utterly appalling. To add on top of that, none of it is of interest to me. Oh, what the hell is KSI? Hip-hop music? I can't stand hip-hop music. Same with dubstep and pop music. Remix. Don't care one iota. Why am I doing expressions? You can't see it. And it's just... You know, I liked having things like Yahtzee's channel, The Escapist, because I like to keep up with Yahtzee's like reviews, and Total Biscuit because actually I like watching his news things he does on gaming news, and a few other ones that would actually come across interesting channels. Now there's no chance, there's no personalisation. In fact, I would quite like to know whether yours is the exact same list of generic boringness, with exception to the 3 actual channels which actually produce content, and the rest, well, frankly, that's just a joke. Not even listing proper channels. Really? That's appalling, and frankly, whoever is in charge of YouTube should be sacked. They don't know what they're doing. They're screwing it up. There's even reports are coming through that they're screwing up their Android OS. They are just screwing up. Whoever's in management needs to just go because they don't know what they're doing. I can imagine the developers just walking out the meetings, face palming like, oh, why are they doing this? Just wanting to commit suicide off the nearest high structure in the available near the development offices. Hell, that subscription thing where you put it in by the URL. What's this? Windows? Oh, fuck off, Windows, you annoying. No, keep it and don't. Ugh, Windows. Avoid it if you can. Anyway, that brings me off. Yeah, I can just imagine the development team being so frustrated. I know I am, you know, this is something I come to for entertainment, and it's just screwed up. You know, and then there's this constant, oh yeah, merge your channel with Google. I'll show you what that does, the travesty that creates. I will show you the travesty that creates. So we go to accounts that I am actually part of, and we go to that one. Wait for it to load, but it takes a million years. That, as soon as I'm forced over to this, I'm off this site because frankly I'm getting sick of these appallingly bad user interfaces. That's it, you Google. You are driving your user base away. You're starting to make me hate your products as much as I hate something like Windows. Hence, I've been working on transitioning to Linux. But the irony of that is I've just installed Windows 7 and on the... Well, it was the i5 machine, but I kind of blew up that motherboard, so it's now i3. Still, it runs games better than my laptop, so I put a funky low-end graphics card in it, which cost 35 quid, which is a happy price for me. But yeah, now we go back to our proper channel. Ah, hang on. No, it's not all that. Ah, it is different on other channels, but it's still the same sort of generic, boring junk, pretty much. It really is. And of course we actually have stuff that I've actually been subscribed to and that on here, but it's one thing I put videos on now. Switch account back to mine. Whee! Little plug for that actual thing, you saw the thing for it, so if you're interested to user-made content from everyone, go there, subscribe, maybe send can't remember the name of the person who posts it, send them an email so you can join in. But as soon as I'm forced over to that, screw it. You will be rarely seeing videos from me after that, other than, well, maybe when the rare occasion comes, I actually want to attempt to battle with the user interface, which will be rare. Because frankly, I'm sick of it. I come on here for, you've had you've had a bit of a stressful, you want to de-stress, you want to enjoy some videos. No, you have to deal with a clunky, frustrating user interface. When stuff you're enjoying is frustrating you, it's time to call it quits. You see what I mean? So as soon as I'm forced over to that, or everyone's forced over to that, I'm off, and I'll be waiting for a better competitor to pop up so I can re-upload there. But I will still keep my online presence, and hopefully I can keep to answering comments, but, well, when you don't release videos often, comments are pretty dry anyway. It's just the odd ones that appear up on old videos, and once again, because the comment system is broken, it's difficult to really catch up and respond to the comments on older videos. And with the latest changes, we go to Video Manager, and instead of it being that lovely thing, it still keeps these, so they haven't completely broken it, but still it's pain. Why can't you just have a reply, You have something sent to you. Come on, go through it. Inbox, why can't you be, say, this person? Why can't there be a reply button here so it pastes it straight on the page? Why? It's not hard. What would you need? A little bit of PHP code, which is full of security holes, but hey, anything just add, Google, add some functionality. Make the site usable. You're just breaking it. Why do you not listen? I can just imagine just a complaints server just being in a buried room that no one ever goes in. It just goes on a server and no one ever looks at it. It's just, removing things like video responses. I just want to strangle the person who is making these absolutely stupid decisions. It's so frustrating. And we'll probably get the people raging out, you're moaning about YouTube, it's not the most important. Yeah, I know it's not the most important thing in the world. Guess what? I don't care that it's not the most important thing in the world. I come to YouTube to have a break from the important things in the world. Like the rat-ass bloody David Cameron putting through some bollocks law or something through, or the American government once again screwing over the world, the usual sort of stuff that rats me off. Hell, if I ranted about stuff that happened in politics, I could do daily videos about things that rat me off that politicians do. There is so much, yeah. So yeah, I will rant when something that I use for leisure annoys me, because that's normally the last straw, it's the last thing to push you over the edge and just... And then you throw your monitor across the room. Well, not literally, but figuratively you want to lob your monitor across the room, but actually, nah, I don't want to lob this nice NEC. Yeah, the original Dell's broken, so plugged into laptop, not actually viewing this through the new computer. I haven't put have I put Hypercam on there? Let's check. If I haven't, I've got to rectify that. No, I haven't. HY. I just remembered, no, I haven't. There's a picture called Hydrangeas, which comes default in Windows 7. But yeah, usual sort of jazz. And how long have I been rambling about this nonsense? But yeah, frustrating, yes. Why can't there be a reply button here? It wouldn't be hard to implement a bit of code. I bet there was a reply button there once, but in their infinite wisdom they decided to remove it. Right, have I shown anything confidential? No, this is just YouTube content. I really don't give a rat's ass if people can see that. But you get my point, It's only because of an external site that this is usable, otherwise you won't be able to watch any of the people I enjoy. Okay, I still need to watch this one, but hey, the gaming stuff tends to get last place. But you can see I've watched all the techie sort of stuff, you know, Mike's Electric stuff, always worth looking forward to. Various computing stuff, this one very much one for thought. Here we go, now we get promoting of channel. Reviews for thought, I agree with Mr. Review Tech on this one, because frankly, unless you're sitting on a massive great TV that's about the size of a house, which most people can't afford, let alone fit in their house, you're not going to see the difference between the two. And of course, no GPU in the PS3, which is actually kind of amusing. I wasn't keeping on top of the specs and stuff back then, so yeah, that's like, why? Who came up with that? It's like, yeah, there's a reason why GPUs exist. Engineering solutions for specific tasks, you know? If you've got a graphics application, you might put a GPU in there. Common sense, I'd have thought that was, but not to the bloody business people. Good old Team 4-star. If you enjoy Dragon Ball Z and would like to see a parody of it, I very much recommend it. Computer File, yeah. They don't go into detail on subjects, but they sort of brush over them and more point out interesting topics to put more research into. Done by the University of Nottingham. MSK, I've spoken about her a few times. Good old Jim Plays Games. Steve Benway, everyone knows what he does. No need to not in there. Same with LGR and that. And Don Poise. And that reminds me, I need to do that intro thingy doohickey. And Luca Morse, who I've watched the techie one. I don't often watch the gameplay ones. They released Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the Game Boy. Can you tell I don't have that game? I don't know what that is. I might have a look at that at some point when I get bored. Ashens, we all like Ashens. And of course, yeah. I'm not subscribed to anyone I don't enjoy watching, with exception of 2 potential channels, because I don't give a crap about the other content. The Escapist, I just want to watch Zero Punctuation, and Total Biscuit's content patch. I know a lot of people don't like Total Biscuit, but the content patch is actually worthwhile in my opinion. And I don't particularly have a problem with the presenter, although there are people who do, including my mum. Which was quite funny. That's quite funny. Mum's ranting on Total Biscuit. Oh, that was funny. It's like, yep, watching the YouTuber you don't like. Yeah, tell me whether yours is matching this or similar or whatnot, because I'm actually quite interested to know. We know from Gaming Wizards Network that it's not. There we go, there's the name of the channel. I'll stick a link to it down below if I remember and can be bothered. But yeah, weird resolution. Well, it's not really weird resolution, it's good old square. Actually, I've got that ruler, haven't I? Let's actually measure the... Yes, this is what I do. This is the extent of my rambling. Let's measure our monitor and see if it's actually a perfect square. Now, is this ruler long enough? So that's a proper engineer. No, it's not. But we got over 40 centimetres that way, under 30 centimetres that way, so no, it's not completely square. It is slightly oblong. Now you just look at the resolution for that, but hey, not as practical and fun as pulling out your old grandfather's engineering ruler, which I shall return back home when I next go home, because I needed it for a particular project of designing and building Wi-Fi antennas of the Yagi design. So yes, I built 2 Yagi antennas, which I cannot show you currently because I don't know how to get that thing to work with the webcam. It's capture software, so I probably can't. Anyway, I'm rambling. I've been rambling for a while, so let's figure out. There we go, that's the thing I want. And we have been going for... No, that's just something about an update. Because, yeah. Because updates are great, aren't they? No, I find they tend to break more things than they fix with updates, so I'm not a big fan of updates. Anyway, thanks for watching. Send back your feedback. I'd be quite interested to know your opinions and thoughts and whatnot. Anyone who wants to rant about me ranting, go off and rant at someone else because I'm not interested, and so on and so forth. Yada yada yada, as they say. And I shall be making headway. Actually, Mr. VX hasn't been uploading anything recently. There he is. What else have we got? A few of these have gone dead. Here's one channel. What's the channel that I like that went dead a long time ago? That's it. This is the one. Yay, my favourite error. That error annoys me continually. I don't know what it is about Firefox. I think it has something to do with one of my plugins, but I like all my plugins, they're useful. Yeah, this channel's been stagnant for a long time. I still recommend actually checking out the stuff on it, because it's actually really good. It's just maybe they got annoyed with the user interface quicker than me and decided, nah. But then again, they have actually done stuff with it. You know, there's a picture up here, for example, so they haven't completely abandoned it. Maybe I'll message them, ask them what happened. It does make me... I do get curious when people just vanish without any sort of explanation. And of course, it goes mandatory. And they've gone through the Google Plus merge. Google Plus, pure evil. I only use it for the live chats. I wish you didn't have to use it for that, and it's complete nonsense. Anyway, wasn't I supposed to stop this about several minutes or something ago? Yeah, something like that. And of course, yes, my videos. Because I was actually, what was it? My thoughts on Dead Space 3 and whatever else was coming out at the time or something. I was watching, I got 2 minutes in, and it's like, and I just said, it's just like, how the hell does anyone enjoy it? I was getting bored out. That's the thing, I watch my own videos and I just get bored out my damn head. It's funny when you find yourself boring. Well, when you listen back to yourself on video anyway. It gives you a sort of idea to how you appear to everyone else, yeah. I bore myself sometimes. And yet I'm not bored when actually rambling, but hey. As the Yanks would say, go figure. And with that, I will depart this time. Look, the mouse has disappeared off to the other monitor, or the main laptop monitor. It's hovering over the stop record button, if you can call it a button, because technically it's not a button. I press the button on my mouse, which has multiple functions, because it's a GUI. Whee! I got distracted again, didn't I? For example, we can change buttons now, like tags. I do not have a clue what tags are. They are... Ooh, it's loads of things that I seem to have typed in on various things. Load more tags. Search history. No, this isn't a porn site, so it's safe to go. Ah, yes. Angry Joe's review of that was brilliant. I like set up motion. Ah, yes. Always good stuff. Here's another good channel. Whee! Does some brilliant animation. And of course, incredibly violent, not for kids. A lot of humour, a lot of dark humour. Some stuff that is really quite dark. But yeah, if you're into your sort of claymation type stuff and all that jazz, go for it. And as information, actually, I'm not going to tell you that because I know people don't like to hear that, so let's just scratch and be done with it. If you want to play the game, you can do it in the comments. Where did I scratch? That kind of stuff. Your Linux life. Raspberry Pi. Nerd Rage. What's Nerd Rage again? I've forgotten. Ah, yes, it was the chemist. But of course, they moved from their original lab, didn't they? So they said about that the potential of not being able to do any more videos, because they actually did that at their work. The funny thing is, the voiceover sounds like they've modulated their voice a bit to make it sound anonymous, which seems a bit strange when you're just spreading the knowledge of chemistry. And knowledge should always be spread, even when people do abuse this knowledge and use it to, well, create bombs and stuff. But hey, if you're blowing up crap in your own garden for entertainment purposes, then good on you. But don't go blowing up other people. That's not fair. That's not right. Bishop, now it's just coming through, clicking on randomly on the stuff and just rambling now, and yeah. Yeah. Oh god. I don't like having this monitor on the side, this side of the laptop, you know that? Ashens. EV blog. And is that new? I don't know. I assume not because of the amount of views. And of course the Game Child movie, which was, as expected, I enjoyed it. I don't know if it would go down in movie history, but it certainly has the aura of care to it. You know, it won't appeal to everyone, but it'll certainly appeal to, well, people who like what Athens does, basically. Team 4-star, I mentioned them earlier, brilliant. Once again, massive channel, but with good reason, and they deserve it. Benway's World. Depends if you want to know about the life of Benway. Some stuff is more interesting than others that he puts up, but isn't that the case with everything? That looks silly. I like that. That's beautifully sinister. That. There you go. Mr. Benway, if you're watching this, your little thing of Benway's World has made me smile. I like that because the cat looks quite sinister. What was it, a book or something? It's like how to tell if your cat's plotting to kill you. And all the usual jazz and whatnot. And yeah, I should probably kill it now and go to that. Rant, stupid people are stupid. Well, yeah, kind of why they're annoying too. But hey, such is life. And on that end of a disgusting mouth with a lollipop in it, let's go before that image burns into your retinas permanently. Bye, and thanks for watching for those of you who have managed to stay around for the off-coherent rambling about nonsense.